that's in our show. That's also all across the board at QVC and on QVC2. But we want to bring you back something that's been really popular in our show. And it's not just in our show. You love this silhouette in Denim & Company. It's also, it's been one of the longest running fabrics in Denim & Company is French terry. So we've got a dip dye pullover, over 36,000 have been spoken for since we made this available. And it was really designed to be that kind of like end of spring, early summer layer, the type of piece you throw on after a great day at the pool, after maybe you've been out in the yard kind of cleaning up the mulch beds and doing that summer weeding and you're feeling a little tired, but you want to go inside and make dinner and slice up the watermelon. This is what you put on. $43.98 gets it home. So Indigo Sea is what I'm wearing. This beautiful dip dye blue has that red star. They're all gonna have a little embroidery on the wearer's left side. So I'll show those as we go through the colors. The orchid, I love this purple pink. It's one of my favorites. And then it's got a little palm tree. Do you think, Jackie, should I pack this for our Turks and Caicos trip?
Yes.
Again, I think I might have manifestation wrong. If this one's the light aqua, which really is, it's like that pool color. It's so pretty. And then that one has that little sun on the embroidery, light aqua. We also have it in sand, which I think is one of the most chic color choices. I think you get the sand and get a color, and that one has that really pretty shell. The cardinal is not so much red. I want you to think more like juicy strawberry, watermelon. You know, it's kind of that shade. $43.98 gets it home. That's your cardinal. And then we also have it in that soft jade as well, which has that really pretty sailboat. This should easily be $64.95 as a comparable retail value. The French terry, the embroidery, the dip dye process alone brings us up to that price point, but today it's a sale price of $43.99, and it is the only order of the year. Okay, so Jackie, why do you think this one's been so popular?
Well, it's in our French terry, which is 95% cotton, 5% spandex. We love those tiny refined loops on the inside that absorb moisture, so soft on the skin, cool to the touch, year-round fabric, but it's the silhouette too, the dip dye. And you know, that's a great shot. You can see those tiny refined loops I was talking about. That is just really, really soft. I mean, a lot of you wrote to me and bought this and said, I need to get another one because it is that soft. The dip dye process, no two are alike. So, you know, we take this garment and we dip it in different dyes to get this beautiful ombre effect, matching it all the way around as well. As you can see, it aligns perfectly. And this time we did the white up on the top of the face as a request from all of you. That actually brightens up the face, which is so nice too.
It's such a good looking piece. And you know, the differences with each, it's really subtle. It's not like you're gonna get this one home and the dip dye starts like way down here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just this small little subtle gradation that makes each one, it is unique. It's not this like, you know, overly done, you know, design. See how pretty that is? That's that cardinal. We also have it in the soft jade as well as the indigo blue. But it's so important, you know, you have those great layers, and that's what I think is nice about the French terry, is it has that cozy sweatshirt material, but you'll see on Kalani in that blue, and she's 5'2", she's wearing the petite in the small. But because it's French terry versus like a terry cloth, you have that refined jersey on one side. So it automatically looks more polished, but then what's touching your skin is, like Jackie said, all those little loops. So it feels really good. You know, it feels like that cozy kind of pullover that you popped on after a day out in the sun, when the breeze kicks in and it just feels a little cool, or you're in the air conditioning. You have this by your side. It looks great with jeans, duo stretch capris, with a legging, with a wide leg trouser, with your beach pant. But today it's $43.98. So I would consider multiple colors. I think they're so easy to wear. You know, it's just that effortless dressing, weekend casual. You throw on a little tank underneath, and now you've got a great layer if you're in the air conditioner or you go see a movie. This one's that orchid. So we have the orchid pink, we have the light aqua, and that one has our sun. And then we also have it in the sand with that sweet little shell. So you could buy the sand with the shell and wear it by the seashore if your name is Sally. Does that work? And Sally could sell seashells. by the seashore. That would actually be, I bet it exists somewhere out there in the world, but that would be a very cute like surf shop, like a beach shop, you know, for souvenirs. And it's Sally's Sells Seashells is the name of the store. All right, this one's the Cardinal, by far the most limited. And that one has the Navy flag right on the side. And then we do have it in jade as well as indigo sea. I also like too, Jackie, sometimes just throwing it on over my shoulder or tying it around my waist, because then when I do need it, or if you ever leave the gym, you've worked out, of course you got all like hot and sweaty, but when you leave sometimes like a chill sometimes, at least I feel like this after I go for a long run, sometimes after like my body temperature cools down because it had been so warm, I get like a little cool. It's nice to have a layer like this to pop on after a workout too.
It is, and I do like the band on the bottom because it's not sewn down. I like the side slits. It's a little longer in the back, just by like not even half an inch, but it gives you that wearing ease, so it's not like tight, a band around the bottom of by your hip.
Yeah, yeah, regular and petite as well. So the inch difference is about 1.5 inches. So you've got a nice full hip and like bum coverage as well. $43.98 gets it home, a 688-732. Remember, we always offer free exchanges too. So if you want to swap out a color, no problem. Over 36,000 spoken for since we made this available. Okay, so I have to go because Jackie and I now have a Turks and Caicos trip next weekend that I have to figure out how to get off for. I'm just kidding. We're not going anywhere.
Me too.
We'll be here. All right, Jackie, thank you so much for hanging with us. Get some rest, my good friend. Good to see you.
You too. Good to see you.
All right,
too.
we've got more fashion on the other side of the break. Susan Graver is coming up with Melissa McGough, and Beth Chandler is in the house. So we're going to have some fun. I will be with you Tuesday morning on QVC starting at 7 a.m. But more great sales. It's our 4th of July sale, so don't go anywhere.